Airbus builds close to 3 brand new aircraft every single day. But here's the twist. None of them come from one factory. Different parts are manufactured all across Europe, in Germany, France, Spain, and the UK. And somehow, all of it has to reach a single assembly line in Toulouse, France. For most of these journeys, Airbus relies on a special cargo aircraft called the Beluga. But when it comes to the world's largest passenger jet, the Airbus A380, there's a problem. No cargo plane on Earth is big enough to swallow its parts whole. So, how do sections as large as a football field actually make it to the assembly line? Welcome back to Flight Files. And that's exactly the story we're telling today. Airbus's logistics network is considered one of the most complex in the world, combining sea, river, road, and air transport to bring parts made in different countries together into one aircraft. Back in the 1960s, some of Europe's major powers, including France, Germany, Spain, and the UK, came together with a shared dream to build an alliance strong enough to compete with the American giant, Boeing. That partnership came with a built-in challenge. Airbus ended up with 11 production sites scattered across different countries, each specializing in one section of the aircraft. The rear fuselage sections are built in Hamburg, Germany, while in Saint-Nazaire, France, the central fuselage and nose sections are produced. In Broughton, Wales, the wings are manufactured, while in the Spanish city of Cadiz, there's a factory that produces the tail sections. Once every piece is ready, it all has to reach Toulouse. In the early days, when demand was low, Airbus simply used trucks and ships. It worked, but it was slow, taking months to deliver a single part. As orders grew and Airbus needed to build 3 aircraft a day, waiting months was no longer an option. So, Airbus looked to an unlikely inspiration, a whale. In the Arctic Ocean lives a whale known for its haunting, almost musical call, the Beluga whale. In 1994, inspired by its size and shape, Airbus built a new cargo aircraft and gave it the same name. The Beluga was designed for one job only, carrying oversized aircraft parts. And it has features no ordinary cargo plane has. It's 56 meters, or 184 feet, long, longer than an Olympic swimming pool. It stands 17 meters, or 56 feet, high, roughly as tall as a 7-story building. Its cargo hold is so vast, it could fit 182 Suzuki Altos inside. Its signature feature is a nose that lifts upward like a car's bonnet, making loading and unloading dramatically easier. A single Airbus A380 wing, 32 meters long and worth around 40 million euros, or roughly 400 crore rupees, fits inside with ease. That's also why every loading step is handled with extreme care. The smallest scratch could mean scrapping and rebuilding an entire wing. What once took ships and trucks months to deliver, the Beluga now flies across Europe in just 2 hours, keeping Airbus's assembly lines running without interruption. By 2014, Airbus had gone a step further, building an upgraded version called the Beluga XL, able to carry 2 A350 wings together instead of just one. But even the Beluga XL wasn't enough for one aircraft. The Airbus A380, the world's largest passenger jet, which entered service in 2007. Its fuselage stands 8.4 meters high, and its wings stretch 16 meters wide near the body. The Beluga XL's cargo hold is only 7.5 meters high, so neither the A380's fuselage nor its wings could ever fit inside. Here's why that's such a problem. A fuselage is shaped like a cylinder, so it's relatively simple to build and join in separate sections. Wings are different. They have to be manufactured as one single piece, because they house fuel tanks and hydraulic line and absorb the greatest structural stress on the entire aircraft. Splitting a wing into sections risks leaks and structural weakness, so it can never be done. Airbus briefly considered building a Beluga XXL, but redesigning the aircraft from scratch and boosting its engine power would have cost billions. And since the A380 was too large for many airlines to operate anyway, demand for it stayed limited. Building a whole new aircraft just to move a handful of planes made no sense. So Airbus dropped the idea. Instead, engineers built something else entirely, a super convoy, moving by sea, river, and road. It starts with specially built roll-on, roll-off ships, or row-row ships, where entire aircraft sections are driven straight into the cargo hold on rolling platform, no cranes required. One such ship, the city of Hamburg, is 126 meters long and 20 meters wide, with 5 times the cargo space of a Beluga XL. From the port of Hamburg, it carries huge, a 380 sections 1,600 kilometers, to Saint-Nazaire, France, through a North Sea known for storms and waves up to 5 meters high. Since a single damaged wing can cost hundreds of crores to rebuild, the crew checks the cargo chains every 4 hours. Every 12 hours, there's just a 3-minute window when the tide drops low enough. Miss it, and the whole convoy waits another 12 hours, throwing off Airbus's entire schedule. To get around this, engineers fitted the barges with adjustable platforms that let them slip through even during less than ideal tides. From Bordeaux, it's another 250 kilometers by road to Toulouse, carried on 5 0-meter-long super trucks, each running a 650 horsepower engine on 96 wheels. To avoid daytime traffic, the entire convoy moves only at night, with highways and city roads shut down for the journey. A 40-person team, including police, escort vehicles, and engineers, travels alongside. The hardest part is threading these trucks through roundabouts and narrow town corners, where a wing hanging 15 meters behind the truck can pass within centimeters of lampposts, trees, and rooftops. Once the parts finally reach Toulouse, high-tech systems assemble them in a matter of hours. More than 19,000 rivets join the A380's fuselage sections together, and another 4,000 connect the wings to the body. After engines, electronics, interiors, and paint are added, the aircraft is ready for delivery, a process that takes about 9 months from raw parts to finished plane. Only 251 A380 SAS have ever been built, largely because so few airlines can afford to operate an aircraft this size. Around half of them belong to a single airline, Emirates. Each one can carry up to 850 passengers, weighs about 575,000 kilograms at takeoff, roughly the same as 300 SUVs combined, and costs around $445 million, or 3,800 crore rupees, enough to buy 5 Boeing 737 seconds instead. So the next time you fly on an Airbus, remember the passion, precision, and teamwork behind it, and the incredible journey its parts took just to meet each other in Toulouse. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and share. See you in the next video.